Hello everyone, it's good to be back. The nature of this video isn't so much a utility for the channel regarding art, it's more of a mental note that I just wanted to document to keep on my channel so that later on there is the hope that I may better understand this to make another video about. And that is progress and time management. As I come into the second quarter, I've already entered the stage of the second quarter of my life. I look back on the first quarter and all the things that I had accomplished or got done regarding just traveling around the world, hitting bucket list that, being a live performance artist, writing several graphic novels, making a very successful life as an artist. Coming out of Paradise Lost and into hopefully what would be considered Paradise Regained, I have a lot more liability than I did prior. Owning property, having dogs, other things I have to take care of, remodeling, keeping up on the construction of my home, the cars, all these different things that I've accumulated as an adult to make life more easy and convenient or even comfortable for that matter. Having a place where I could paint and a studio, gallery, things like this, which I want to make a separate video giving you like a little tour of the painting studio and where I'm going to be live streaming. The difficulty that I've kind of encountered with this is that I enter these two states of mind when I'm working on a creative project and when I'm just doing some kind of task that can be easily scheduled in a block or timed in a way that I can move on when the timing is up. When I'm in an artistic state of mind, and I'm creating a project that requires hypervision and critical thinking to problem solve how to go from abstract thought to coherent answer for creativity, I don't really exist in this world. I'm not here. I'm not in this plane. And it's a problem because I personally don't have the ability to turn on and off that creative visionary valve to just go in this place, extract information, and go, oh, well, the real world needs me. Let me shut this off and go back into the real world. It doesn't work like that for a guy like me. When I'm in that world, I do not come out. I don't resurface until I get what I need, because my creative process and vision is it's a daisy chain of one abstract thought after the next, and I can't really make sense of it until I sit with it for a long time. Think of it like a portal. One thought opens the portal, another thought takes a hold of you, and another thought starts dragging you down. And once you're in the funnel of heading towards the depths of that abyss of mind, you are just being dragged down by one thought after the next, one abstract thought after the next. And until you actually sit at the bottom of this abyss and try to come to terms with what it is that you're thinking about and try to make sense of it all, you can't make sense of it all. And that requires an inordinate amount of time and patience and the release or the alleviation of functional logical reality. Because art in visionary states of mind to create art is deeply illogical. I get enraged with a fury more than demoniacal when I get bothered when I'm in that state of mind. And I can't effectively manage time to say, oh, I'm just going to go into this world real quick and try to pull out a thought, and then I'm going to come out and go cut the grass or wash the car or detail the car or go start demolition on the bathrooms or remodel or go walk the dog. It does not work that way. When I'm in a state of mind for let's say writing a graphic novel or creating a series of works, or the process for just begin the series of works, I'm not coming out of there. Not till I get what I need. And the rest of my life starts to burn down in flames, and the house doesn't get cleaned, and the dogs don't get walked, and I haven't eaten dinner in 2 weeks, and I haven't exercised or worked out. Nothing gets done. And it's not until I'm wildly forced out of that world to function with reality that I come back into it. But I have to be forced out or I will never leave. And the tasks in this logical world can be easily managed with time and block scheduling. but not the creative state of mind. I haven't fully figured out how to do that yet. I don't even think there is a way to. I think that's just the kind of artist that I am, the kind of person I am, the kind of thinker that I am. I get so wrapped up in the realism of such fantasy that the real world becomes unreal to me. And this is just a little place that has motion and movement that I can pick and choose what I want to make art and write stories about. I started coming to this thought when I was thinking about the difference between what made me really successful as an artist and a painter and a performing artist in the first quarter of my life, from, like, let's say, the ages of 19 to 35 up until post 2020, where there is pause and distractions and decay and the reconstruction of trying to figure out how to navigate the post world. And I can attribute most of it to the minimal liability of someone in their early 20s. And I was living in a Bronco too, traveling across the country doing shows. It was, hoarding cash in the panels of the truck and cutting open the seats and storing wads of hundreds and thousands in there, praying that my Bronco didn't get towed. I was a minimalist. I didn't have much, and I still am very much a minimalist, just with a house and dogs. So liability is a big factor. And again, I'm just thinking out loud. I wanted this documented on my page. And I don't have children, and I'm not in a relationship as of yet. So all my time is to me. So the question is, how do you function a life where you have to make repairs to your home, and you have to remodel, and you have all these adult things. You want to remodel your house, you want to repair the house, you got to take care of your dogs, take care of your car, take care of all these adult things, and then still have the time to just disappear into mind, to go into a world that is not real to people, and bring back an artifact to prove that that realm that you went into to bring back this information and formulate it into something tangible is real. Hence the root word art and the word artifact. It is a fact that I go into another world and bring back art that acts as artifact from that world. It's not fantasy, it's not fiction. The fantasy is more real than this place. And it's definitely a challenge. And the older I get, the further I go into those worlds. And you're gonna see this when you read the part 1 of the new book that I wrote. And I cannot wait till it's finally done and out, because I have so much content to make about this project and the process for which I am now describing. This is another reason why I wanted to make this video, because when I finally get to the point where I'm describing this book and all the insane things that it took to get to A to Z, there's a lot of videos and content that I can make about it. 6, 7, 400-page sketchbooks and binders full of revisions, and it's a lot of work, plus music that I made for it. I find myself going into these worlds more than just making pretty pictures of things. The pictures have a lot more meaning as I got older, and I think this is just part of the change as an adult and applying stuff to your work. But there's also the symbiotic relationship between trying to live in logical reality and illogical reality, and at this point I'm trying to figure out which one is which, because the logical reality doesn't seem all that logical to me. Nothing makes sense, everything is corrupt, and it's a world built on lies. But the world that is supposed to be the fiction and the lie is actually more real than this place, and I never really want to leave. So this is another reason why I love art. It's a lifesaver, it's a life changer, and it gives you meaning and purpose, and it fulfills a part of mind that is deeply unfulfilled in what is supposed to be logic and reason in this realm. So this is just a note. This is just me thinking out loud to revisit later. Maybe I'll have a different opinion. Maybe I'll feel different about it, or maybe I'll have figured out how to better navigate, or at least I guess it coexists between these worlds. Who knows? I guess I'll leave it there. I have a couple more videos I want to make in post. And I hope you're all doing wonderful, and your weekend was wonderful. And I'll see you on the next one.